Oh, the Zwift game's crashed. Right, okay, so sometimes... Oh. Right, let's get started again. So occasionally, my Zwift app crashes when I change scenes, but I am here. Luckily, there's just 1 minute to go until we start round 2 Zwift cycling. We are doing the Out of Scotland route. I am Ken Dizzle, the Black British Cyclist. We are cycling through 2025, getting fit. Well, sometimes you're watching me, you might be joining in, you might just be getting tips, chatting along. We keep it nice and positive, cycling through the beautiful virtual worlds of Watopia on this online cycling app we call Zwift. It is 2025. We are in the second stage of Tour de Zwift. So that gives you a chance to try out some of the various worlds and routes across Zwift. It's a big group ride event. So we're about to get started with the computer crash. Technical issues, but you sort it out on the fly. So we're going to jump back into the starting pen. And as we join, we'll probably just be setting going. I don't know how many are going to be in this ride. It's a shorter of the 3. Still 22 or so kilometers of distance. Yep, here we go. So we've just started literally 40 seconds ago. There's a few people also failed to start. We're going through the gate. Let's have a guess at how many people we think are online. I reckon 1,000. What do you reckon? Place your bets. Anyway, we are doing this zone 2. It's lovely and peachy warm in the wattage cottage today. 24 degrees. Yes, I've had the heating on. Outside is -1, or it was -1 this morning. But we're doing this at a nice, leisurely pace. My graph that shows my energy seems to be a little bit missing. I'll sort that out in a bit. But the first few minutes, once you get started, is a warm-up. I need to start my fans actually, so I have my fans on a smart home setup, so I can operate them with voice control by simply saying, "Computer, start workout." And here we go, my lights come on. The fans are going to go into a sequence. I'm already hot though, so I'm going to turn one of my fans on. Computer, turn on gym fan. Okay, as we go through the gate, it's time to guess the Powerup. Aero, Feather, XP or Draft. I reckon Draft. Give me a Draft, like the wind. Like the breeze coming through my fan, and there we go! My record still maintains my tell you a little secret as to how I know what Powerup's coming up. This is just my philosophy or my theory. So when you're doing a hill climb and you don't have a feather, when you get to the top, you always usually go through a gate. Guarantee you, more times, 9 times out of 10, you're going to get a feather Powerup. And because I'm behind and there's no one with me, well, obviously it's going to give me a draft because there's no one to draft with. I can see the big group ahead on the top map. I mean, it kind of defeats the object of a group ride if you're riding on your own. But technical issues. I'm not going to race. If this was a race, then obviously I'd be mashing the pedals, getting some watts out and getting my speed up so I can catch up. But it's just a group ride. 21.5 kilometers left to go. We're going to enjoy some chats. I'm going to get fit while I'm doing it, and maybe you'll learn something in a good way. As always, shout outs for anyone who wants to comment in the chat. Give as much information as you want. Keep it positive and don't give out any personal information. Names are fine if you're happy showing your name or your username. I'm Ken Dizzle, the Black British Cyclist from Birmingham, and I Zwift, and I'm here sharing my journey. So, last week we had someone joined us for the first time as they were just a day away from getting their new delivery of a Zwift ride and turbo trainer. So they were watching to get some tips on the setup, ask a few questions. There was also someone who was not really in the mood for riding, but was happy to watch me ride instead, and that's all good. And there was also people who just randomly I guess I must have come up in their For You page, or that looks weird. What's this? Black dude on a bike. Don't see that much very often, do you? Or is that a game where you cycle? Does look a bit weird if you've never seen it before. So let me get up this little bit of a hill, get some cooling going, and then I'll give you a quick overview of what you're looking at on the Zwift screen. Hydrate. So for the moment, we don't have a set agenda as such. I have some key talking points that I like to go through each ride, and that is information about what you can see in front of you, tell you about Zwift, the Zwift screen, maybe a little bit about bikes and turbo trainer setup. Obviously this is a bike, and the bit that my back wheel's attached to is a turbo trainer. I'll talk about the Zwift event and cycling indoors versus outdoors, some of the features you see on screen, such as the hill graph that's come up now, nutrition, hydration, anything really. And just like we have a special guest, Pookiebutt, from the original Twitch Degens I've mentioned in my last stream. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. You got clickbaited. What did I come up in your homepage as something to watch? So welcome to Pookiebutt. So Pookiebutt also rides Zwift a lot more than I do, and for a lot longer. As I mentioned before, we do a lot of streaming over on the other platform, Twitch. And when I first joined Zwift 4 years ago, Pookie's streams was one of the first ones I came across. So I got lots of tips, information on getting started. So I watched a few streams first, and then I decided, yeah, you know what? I'm going to stream my bike rides as well. So I got some ideas from people's stream setups, created my own. I think I had a Star Trek theme to start with, didn't I? Yeah, the other platform. Shh. Twitch! I got a bit of a twitch. Yeah, and then we just kind of grew, built this online community of similar people with the same interest, riding this virtual world, getting hot, sweaty, seeing people's FTP, that's your functional threshold power. Basically it means how long you can cycle at a particular pace until you tire. So it's like a measure of fitness or ability. Yeah, joined a few races. I am good. My friend. And 4 years later, I'm still here, cycling on Zwift, and my objectives or my goals haven't really changed, really. It's enjoy cycling, get fit, share my experience, document it, and maybe help some others also get onto it as well. There we go. And the added bonus is I have got fitter. I mean, I put a few pounds on over Christmas, but haven't we all? But I got fitter, I got leaner, I got stronger. But the best thing is, all the new friends that I've made all around the world. As an example, Pookie's from across the pond in the USA. Oh, better fire off this Powerup. Right, get the Powerup. Feather, aero, XP or draft? I reckon I've not had an aero in a while. Oh, feather, feather, feather. Right, I'm going to save that feather for the hill. I'm looking forward to my front fan kicking in. I'm dripping more than a English port dinner. Whoa. So what are you riding today, Pookie? I've got sweat all over my keyboard. I think this guy in front might be exactly the ride I'm looking for. It's a zone 2 ride, this 19 kilometers through. I'll see what he's saying when I catch up, get into his draft. And once I've done that, oh yes, it's Titties Team Time Trial Thursday. What time does your pen start? I might be able to catch you after I finish this ride. Give you some support on the other channel. Okay, so what you can see in front of you, that's me in the front on the bike, my avatar. Essentially, it's taking all of the effort that I'm putting out on this bike and translating it into the screen. So as I pedal faster, the avatar picks up and you'll see the watts and the cadence adjust accordingly on the screen. Center of the screen above me, you can see all the metrics, the speed I'm going, the distance traveled, the amount of elevation climbed, elapsed time. And when you come to a hill, you get this feature, which is a hill gradient. So you can see the darker the color, just like dipping your hand into a sweet bag. Although, doesn't mean it's full of flavor. It's just a taste, the effort of a climb. So you'll see the gradient change, 3%, 4%. As you get to that deep red, it'll be even stronger. So I'm gonna fire off my Powerup. It's the feather that makes you a little bit lighter. So this 8% gradient shouldn't be as hard as it was, as it should be. So you're on for in an hour, Pookie. Thank you. I will definitely catch you. Yeah, I'm going for every stage. I've just got the long one to do on this and the short one on stage 1. So there we go, the feathers run out just as the gradient ends. So the effort that I put up on the hill, I should be able to now get some recovery back. I need to remind myself that today's ride is supposed to only be a zone 2. There was someone who commented on one of my videos on TikTok, and it was, how do you manage to stay in zone 2 and not creep up into a race? I think we'll find out the answer to that now. Especially when it feels good and you're just riding and it's like, you kind of forget that you don't need to go this hard. Right, the second fan has kicked in and in his knee it's 25 degrees. It's freezing outside. Who'd have thought it'd be so hot in here? So for next week Monday, I'm gonna have to make sure I turn off these radiators in the day. Okay, downhill. I should really be with these riders. I should really be on their wheel. Oh yeah, you've got a week left of TikTok. Feel sorry for all my American compatriots, friends and colleagues. TikTok's about to go. How am I going to watch videos of Americans visiting England and commenting on either the food that we have or the American products that we don't have? Obviously, I enjoy watching them. So welcome to everyone who's currently online. Got quite a few viewers on. Thank you for joining. There's a million videos you could be watching now, and probably hundreds and hundreds of live streams, and I thank you for choosing me. Just knowing that you're there usually stops me from giving up. I mean, you can't really quit when you've got an audience, but it's like motivation. It's like playing like a home game match. You have the home crowd behind you supporting. And of course, Zwift is ever inclusive. You can see there's a, what do you call that? Is it recumbent bike in front? Making Zwift accessible to all types of riders, all types of bikes. Ooh, okay, get to Powerup time. I'm going feather again. Feather, there's a bit of a climb. Give me a feather, because it's downhill. Oh, should have said aero. Okay, I'm 1 for 3. If you're guessing, feel free to pop it in the chat. And as always, any questions, doesn't necessarily have to be on topic. Just keep it content friendly, inclusive. No isms. Not even circumstances. I know that was crap, but you know, I'm sweating, my heart rate's 146 and I'm trying to catch this group in front. That cracked me up. I can't even think how I pronounce it without my Birmingham accent. Feather. 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 A feather. Ah, okay. Happy moon emoji. Feather. So, I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker's mate. And I'm only plucking pheasants because the pheasant plucker's late. Try that out. Try it in a really deep black country accent. I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker's mate. And I'm only plucking pheasants because I'm pheasant plucker's late. Hey, yeah? I know. Don't know how the subtitles are going to sort that one out. Okay, so I've caught this group. I'm still working harder than I should be, but 15 kilometers left. Do some ride-ons. So you can see the thumbs up going. As you pass a cyclist, you can give them a ride-on, like a thumbs up. And if you've got the companion app, I've got it on my mobile phone, you can just press the white circle in front and it will give a ride-on to the 5 nearest cyclists in your vicinity. What, can you not say it, or is it the first time you've said it? First time you've heard it? Should I try and say it a bit faster? That was quite slow, wasn't it? Here we go. We might accidentally tweak the 18 plus content, but okay, here we go. I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker, mate, and I'm only plucking pheasant because the pheasant plucker's mate. Was that too fast? But that was too fast. I'm not a pheasant plucker, I'm a pheasant plucker's mate, and I'm only plucking pheasant because the pheasant plucker's mate. Feel free to insert your own tongue twister in the chat, or score mine. bit more about what's on screen. To the left, you can see my power output. So the watts that I'm putting out, currently putting out 131. There's the RPMs, that's my pedals going round. Heart rate's on 150. You can see my average power is 133 watts. And you can also see the amount of calories I've burnt on this ride, which, that's kind of a neat feature. I used to do this thing where I'd ask you to guess how many calories I was going to burn at the end of each ride. Although, I always go by the Garmin, because I think the Zwift one is never wholly accurate. My Garmin is saying 189 calories, although I did start pedaling before the Zwift game started. But feel free to place your guesses on how many calories you think I will burn during this ride. Look, it's like a Scottish Stonehenge. Would that be a McStonehenge? Or was it like Hadrian's Henge? Hadrian's Henge. Hadrian's Henge. Red lobby, yellow lobby, red lobby, yellow lobby, red lobby, yellow lobby, red lobby, yellow lobby, red lobby, yellow lobby. There's another one. Oh, I've got one more tongue twister for you. Okay. If a gun boy could boil oil, how much oil could a gun boy boil if a gun boy could boil oil? She sells on the seashore. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells that she sells are seashells, I'm sure. That one's harder. I was watching this hip-hop battle rap about a month and a half ago, and this one girl rapper, she destroyed this lad with this like one lyric, and it was I think your lisp is cute. Don't listen to them, man. Say 7 sizzling sausages sizzling in a saucepan. And it, oh, I laughed so much I had to restart YouTube. Oh, it was hilarious. Right, that's it from me for the tongue twisters for now. On the lower right hand of the screen, you can see like a list of all the riders. So obviously I'm the one highlighted in blue. If you want to find me on Zwift, you can ride with me if I'm riding, or maybe join me for a group ride. You can find me as Ken Dizzle Black Cyclist. You can find my profile on Strava. You can look at all my Zwift ride data, my mountain bike riding data from 10, 12 years ago. And obviously Zwift Power is all your ride data and race data, so you can check out my stats, see if you're faster than me or below me and I'm a marker that you want to catch up with and pace. But it's not all about power, it's not all about races. Sometimes cycling is just about the social experience and just being active and being out. And I enjoy some of those rides as well, like being outside in the summer on one of my many bikes. If you want to see what bikes I ride, just check out that video linked above or in the description, or one of my playlists. And on that note, if you're enjoying this content, you know the spiel. If you like what you see, give me a follow, give me a like, subscribe, because it tells YouTube that I'm a decent video maker and it shows my video to more people. Right, it's hill time. Here we go. Climb this up. I'm going to get rid of this aero Powerup. Spin the legs more. The faster you get up, the less work you've got to do. That's how I look at it. 9%. Whew. So the turbo training, it adjusts, making it feel like 9%. And as the gradient drops, the resistance in the turbo trainer drops. And the pedaling becomes a bit easier. Okay, yes, the power up. I'm gonna go draft. Oh, I should have said feather. After a help's always feather. Well, what am I? I think I'm 1 for 5 now, ain't I? Bit of recovery down this hill. .7, 6% into the, don't know what time you're in. Glasgow, maybe? Glasgow? I've just realised I'm not even on the bike I should be on. I'm on the I'm on a gravel bike. I've only just realised. This was from the last ride I was on in Macquarie Island, where a lot of the terrain is countryside, so like a mountain bike trail. So I strapped to the gravel bike. So obviously I don't have the fastest bike, but I'm not really here for speed on this ride. Let's go for the drone helicopter view, like the old arcade game Paperboy, or the very first Grand Theft Auto. So there's just over 1,000 people riding live at the moment on this route. 1,018. I'm currently ranked 921, which is exactly where I wanted to be. I was like, you know what? By the time I get 26 minutes and 45 seconds in, I want to be at like rank 922 or higher. Yeah, I'm not lying at all. Yeah, I'm on a gravel bike, which isn't a bad choice. It's just not the best choice. But yeah, we switch it up. When I finish this ride, I will go into the garage and I will show you my selection of bikes. And you can see how to equip the bikes, change the wheels. And we might also have a look in the Zwift shop. I don't plan to buy anything, but you never know. It's January, they might have a sale on. So the little blue counter with the numbers, middle of the screen, you can see 9.9 million. If only it was pounds, but it's drops. That's the in-game Zwift credits. Right, should I change the view? Oh, I forgot to press the power up because I couldn't see. Well, done the out of Scotland. It's a new badge, more XP. We love the virtual badges. I do feel like this is a good pace now, actually. 25 minutes in. Feel like I've finally found my rhythm. Although riding all on my own. And there's no one to really catch up to. There's this Jay Sunshine, fellow Brit, just behind me, probably in my draft. 13 seconds, 2 riders behind. But 11 minutes to the riders in front. How have they got so far in front? Okay, that makes more sense. So it's only 33 seconds. I'm looking at the graph just behind me. You can see there. I'm hiding it with my avatar. So looks as if Sunshine is here to share some draft with me. So you can see I closed the gap. Little message there. That means I'm not quite close enough behind them to get the maximum draft benefit. There you go. I'll adjust my pace. And what should happen now is we should take time sort of like rotating, sharing this draft between us. It's kind of like an unspoken rule. I usually do 30 seconds or a minute. So I'm going to take the lead now. Push the watts up a bit. Get in front. Oh, look, they're falling behind about 4 meters. I can just see just below. So I want to ease off a bit. Give them a chance to grab my wheel. Maybe they're fading a bit. Come on, Sunshine. Sunshine through the mist. Let's have a look. See how far behind. There we go. So this just makes it a lot easier because the person in front can take all the wind and the person at the back is kind of shielded from all of that headwind coming. So they're kind of like in the slipstream. So you can see, look, they're only having to put out 1.3 watts. I mean, there's obviously a weight difference, so you can't match like for like. They'll come in. This is where I'll use my feather Powerup. Although it's not that bad a hill. I'll use it towards the end though. Oh, it's like I'm leaving Sunshine behind. Ease off a bit. Let him catch up. See, I feel strong enough that I'm happy to take all the pull. I'm here on my own anyway, so makes no difference to me. But maybe they're struggling a bit. And they just want that extra like 10, 15, 20 watts difference that they can get from being in my draft. We are social cyclists. Powerup ahead. Oh, Sunshine's 5 seconds behind me now. I might have to leave him. So welcome to everyone who's still here watching live. 34 minutes in, 14 kilometers down, just over 8 kilometers left to go. We are doing 2 laps of Out of Scotland route on Zwift, the online cycling app. Let you ride your real bike on a turbo trainer in the house. And we're doing it just for fun. I'm not a pro, I'm not doing it for any competition, just for personal fitness, enjoyment, and of course by streaming it to social side. So get the power up. You know what? Feather. Oh! 1 for 6, so I'm not really having a great day at guessing feathers today. I was all bullshit at the start, talking about my secret formula. Hey Pookiebutt, are you still there? Or are you getting ready for TTT? Probably getting ready for TT. I was going to say, so I've been checking out AI, seeing like, can I integrate AI into either my streams or my videos? So I'm doing a bit of research, you know, trying to make the videos more engaging, more incited, and also reduce some of my work. I mean, I love making videos. Sometimes I could spend 2 hours just making a thumbnail. So I've changed that by, and I create my thumbnails using AI. So the thumbnail for this stream is created using AI. And then I put it into my Canva photo editing app, add all my text and whatnot. But sometimes I used to spend like an hour, a few hours searching for like different types of pictures, trying to make sure they're like royalty free, or sorting out your own pictures and then you don't have the right resolution. And now I just create what I want using AI. And I found this one feature where I can take all of the videos that I've made, I can load them into this AI program. I also put all my research notes. Okay, when I make a longer video, I always plan it. So I start with an idea. My ideas just come from nowhere. They just sometimes pop into my head at random times. Sometimes I write them down, sometimes I keep them in my head. But more recently I've been sort of like actively planning each video. So I write a plan down, you know, plan what is it, what's the message that I'm trying to get out, how am I going to tell it, how can I make it engaging, exciting, what are the key points, what types of shots am I going to do. More so now I'm thinking about additional B-roll. And then I don't script all what I'm saying, but I usually have sort of like key points or markers that I know I want to cover. And I try and do the audio in one take because I kind of want it to be natural, but I still want it to be professional sounding, but I still want to keep that natural sound. Then I might crop out some of the gaps or re-record some other sections. So I can take all of that, I can feed it into this AI program, and it spat out a podcast done with AI, a male and female host, and it sounds legit, like it's the real thing. I put a 3-minute clip of one of the 18-minute podcasts it created, and you can find it in my videos, or if you're watching this again, linked above. And yeah, check it out. tell me what you think of it, because I mean, I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to publish it as a podcast, or maybe I play it as, I mean, right now I'm playing some background music. Maybe I play it in between the background music. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you do, check it out. Leave me a comment in the video podcast itself, or comment in this video or any of the other videos. And yeah, I'm going to embrace AI. Don't fear the AI. Tell you what I think I did. I think I missed a Powerup, didn't I? That's 2 Powerups missed. There's no one around me. I might as well just fire this off now. So, we are inside the last 6 kilometres. The Black British Cyclist, Ken Dizzle, cycling my way through 2025. Keeping it positive, keeping it sweaty, but hoping to inspire you and give you some tips and advice on cycling, indoor trainers, the Zwift app. Through 2025, I'm going to also try out some of the other alternative apps, such as My Whoosh. I've also been using Virtue Pro over the autumn. And what I want to try and do is do like a dual, not a simulation, like do some ride on Zwift, and it's not possible to do a live side by side because I can only connect one bike at a time. But I think I'm going to do a comparison between Virtue Pro, Zwift and My Whoosh. But I look to do that in the spring, maybe around about Easter time. If there's any particular features or elements you'd like me to cover or go into, leave a comment. Look, the northern lights are out again. Let's go. Okay, so I'm really spinning the legs now, and I mean, even though I think I started harder than I wanted to, I remembered it's supposed to be like a zone 2 ride, which doesn't necessarily mean I need to be at the zone 2 all the way through it, but my average watts I want to keep between 120 and 140 watts for the average ride. Obviously, when you've got hills, you're going to go a bit higher. But the ride on Monday was the harder of the 2 rides. And I feel it's good to put in some endurance, like the base training, as well as the hard work. And maybe even throw in some intervals or a race if you're able to. Give it a bump. So, as I mentioned earlier, there's a few of us who do this Zwift online cycling lark. If you don't find us over here on YouTube, you will find us over on the other app, Twitch. And obviously when you finish watching me, if you want to pop over to Twitch right now, in about another 15-20 minutes, you'll be able to see Pookiebutt, who joined us in chat, doing a team time trial. and that's where between 4 and 6 cyclists in a team ride together as fast as they can, as hard as they can, in a peloton like a straight line. And it's the third rider across the line that caps that time. So different teams will start like staggered, so you don't all have to be cluttered up. Most people will be on time trial bikes like TT bikes, aero built for aerodynamics, and they rotate the person in front. So a bit like the drafting I was doing a bit earlier. I'm tuning in after I finish this, giving the moral support in the chat. Keep pushing, LFG and all that. And if you don't catch them over there today, as I say, there's usually at any time of the day, any day of the week, you'll find one of us over there streaming live. Okay, so the last 3.5 kilometers left to go. We have been riding out of Scotland, currently in the mountains across the moors. The northern lights are in the background. We're taking in the magnificent architecture of these stone railway bridges. Mountains in the background, Scotch mist rolling through the hills. It could be a poem, couldn't it? The poetry of cycling. Look at that. Now, could you imagine, like, if this was your daily cycling route? And there's no cars. No cars, no traffic of any type. Just beautiful hills and smooth rolling roads. Look at that. Oh, what's that through that portal? That looks fancy, doesn't it? And all them fireflies. I wonder what that is. Are they harvesting those glowworms, those fireflies? Is that Scottish Energy? Thank you for the ride on, JM Cycling. Look, I've got a bit of a climb coming up. And as always, now that we're coming into the last 3 kilometers, I feel like I've got all the energy that I didn't have at the start. It's kind of like back again now. Up the hill, spin the legs, nice smooth circles. So we're coming up to the last 2.5 kilometers. I'm not ending the stream just yet, so there's still plenty of chat left to go. When this ride finishes, I'm going to quickly go into the garage, show you some of the other bikes that I've got in Zwift, do a little run through how it all looks. Feel free to ask any questions, or if there's any particular bike brand you want to look at, let me know. We'll be there for about 5 minutes, maybe more, but no more than 10. Actually, no more than 9. Yeah. Let's keep it factors of threes. Oh, 26 degrees. I wonder if I've left the heating on by mistake. Central Station. Look, Zwift HQ. Oh, there's a car after all. Oh, okay, yeah. End with a climb, why not? Especially like now on the round to draft. Looks like Jay Sunshine is 53 seconds behind me now. The Clyde kicker. Sounds like a football hooligan. Okay, I'm gonna power up this hill. Get it out of the way. Here we go. That's going to raise the heart rate. Okay, guess the power up. Feather. Oh. Oh. Lock a leaky tap. Right, so this should be the last bit of a climb. Heart rate's dropped to 150 again. %5 gradient, 4%, 3%. Easy peasy. Ooh. Downhill, get a bit of recovery. Wipe the sweat. Rolling through the city, looking real pretty with my green sock and a purple sock. Actually, it's lilac, isn't it? Green and lilac. Okay, coming up to the last 500 meters. A little bit of a climb. Should we push it again? Let's push it. Salt and pepper. Push it. Push it, push it. Push it, push it. Ooh. See, I don't mind burning myself out at the end because I can always rest at the end. Okay, so it's a ride summary. The last 400 meters. First day, the 16th of January 2025. We have been riding stage 2, Tour de Zwift 2025. Group C, which is a shorter ride. Out of Scotland. A total of just over 22 kilometers, 11 kilometers for each one. We end with a sprint. Let's go. Oh. Follow that one on forever. So the things you do for the live stream. Don't know what time I got, but I hope it's a good one. Oh. Oh. Thank you for watching. We're not finished though. We're going to check out the garage. After we give the legs a bit of a chance to wind down. That was good. Nice finish of a peak bit of effort at the end. Whew. That's why you need a towel, and that's why you have to hydrate. Okay, let's pedal and do a garage at the same time. Whew. Apologies for the heavy breathing. Oh, come on. Oh. Seem to have lost the cursor. Right. While that's trying to find itself, I'm going to reach over. Stop the Garmin. Oh, I'm nearly on an hour. I'm like 58 minutes. 514 calories if you was guessing. Just gonna save the ride. And oh, what's going on now? Did I press something by mistake? I think I've got sweat into this keyboard, so it's okay, I can use the arrows. Okay, so we're gonna go to the garage, and if I can get this to work, let's drop this down a bit. So this is the list of bikes that I have in my garage or garage. Currently on the Specialized Crux. This is my gravel bike. Next, I have the Specialized Epic S-Works. There's a Zwift concept bike. Let's just select this. Also known as the Tron bike. And you can change the colours of the wheels. You can customize this. But the best trick is to get it in between the two colours. So when you pedal, you get a two-tone . But it used to light up when you pedalled in here, but not anymore. What else do we have? I think I won this one actually just by competing in a group ride. You can also get bikes by participating in certain group rides. So this is the Bridgestone Anchor RS9, and those wheels are the coveted Zip 808 or 809. I'll call them the rainbow wheels. They look awesome when the wheels are spinning. Canyon Air Road. This was the first bike that I saved up for when I first joined Zwift. It's kind of like a decent all-round bike. I'd definitely recommend this one if you're just starting Zwift. It's one of the probably one of the best bikes to work towards that has real in-game benefits or gains. the Canyonero. I think you can get it at about level 10 or level 12, and it doesn't take you that long to get to level 10 or 12, but that was my go-to bike when I first started. I've not been on it a while, so I might equip that and ride that on the next ride. And then I also bought myself a TT bike for when I was competing in a TT race. Yeah, I think I've ridden it more than once. I know it's not real, but yeah, I got this for a TT. I think at the time it was probably the fastest or the most expensive TT bike that Zwift did. And of course I've got those Zwift wheels in it. I'd probably, if I was doing like a TT race or I was going for speed, I'd probably put on some disc wheels. So we've got the Pinarello. I think I won this. I think you get this one when you climb up out the Zwift for the first time. No, actually it's not that one. I think it's a Trek. Trekimondo or something like that. I got this one because this is I've got two of these bikes at home, the Ribble Endurance. Well, I've got one of them. I've got two Ribble bikes. So I have this Ribble Endurance, so it made sense for me to get it in game. So I can pretend I'm riding my real bike in game. You can customize this a bit as well, but just the frame colours. Shame you can't get black though, because mine is black, but it's black and blue. So yeah, it's probably more like that. Actually, I think that is black and blue, isn't it? Let's have a look. Yeah, it's not quite that colour, but it's close. That'll do. That is my favourite bike to ride in real life. Specialised tarmac. Tarmac Pro. Yeah, and there's a Trekimondo. I'm pretty certain you do get this one when you've climbed out the Zwift for the first time. And I think it might be, or it was when it first came out, it was the lightest bike that you could ride in Zwift. And then you start off with a Zwift Carbon. That's the bike you first get when you first join Zwift. So it's kind of like one of the most expensive wheels on the basic bike. But I'm sure it gives it some gains. And then you've also got the hand cycle, the recumbent. I think you can personalise these colours as well. Yep. Let's have it in yellow. And then the standard mountain bike you get when you first join Zwift, you'll have the hand cycle, the mountain bike, the still bike, and I think you also have this with carbon as well, or maybe you have to ride a couple of levels first to get this, but they're nothing special. It's just what you need to get started. And the Zwift TT, I think that one comes standard as well, because how can you ride TT without a TT bike? Anyway, my favourite bike is of course the concept bike, also known as the Tron. And I'm just going to set this so I get the two-tone. I think that's it. And for some reason I seem to have reset to the basic jersey. I'm just going to come here, you get kits, and you get different kit. The more races you do. What's this? Should we go for some animal prints? Leopard or tiger? Is that leopard? Leopard or tiger? Should we go for tiger? Timid tiger. And of course we're going to need some socks to match. Please give me some tiger socks. Tiger socks, tiger socks, tiger socks, tiger socks. Ooh. No tiger socks. Let's just go for this. There we go. Started with yellow. For some reason that the volume seems to have shot up. I'm gonna have a quick look in the bike shop. Let's look at what bikes we can get. So these are the different. I'm not going to go into the bikes now. I'll go into the bikes on the next ride next week. So you got Uranium. I've not heard of this bike brand before. Okay. Ventum. No down tube, no seat stage, no competition. Every aspect of the Ventum bike is engineered for maximum performance in race conditions. The patented design also includes a water bottle that's integrated into the top tube of the frame. Integrated the bottle from the frame reduces aerodynamic drag. Okay, so it's a bike built for speed, and it's only like 440,000. Okay, might come back to that at some point. Give it a proper look. Let's. I don't want to accidentally select it. So we've also got Cube, Factor, BMC, Liv, Diamondback, Chapter 2, Van Rysel, Ridley, Cannondale, Parley, well, Zwift, Pinarello, Cadex, Trek, Bridgestone, Focus, Canyon, Giant, Allied. There's a whole load more than when we first started. Looks like Ribble's on twice for some strange reason. Mosaic, Cervelo, Colagno, Colnago, Felt, Love, Quintanaru, Moots, Specialized, and Scott. Just gonna have a quick look in this Ribble. Don't know why they've got two. Yeah, okay, so I've got that one, as we know. The back. Oh, sure, so anyway, so this is the bikes. I'll go into that another time. There's not much I can go into at this moment. For some reason, the volume keeps increasing on the music, so I'm gonna. I think it might be the sweat that's dropped into the keyboard, unfortunately. Okay, okay, Google, stop Big Fan. Computer, end workout. There we go. Right, so thank you for watching. Really do appreciate it. Let's go to chat screen. Yeah, if I was going to show a video, I'd be showing a video on there, but we're just closing for now. Thanks for watching. I will be back riding on the weekend. Well, I'll be over on Twitch. You can find me riding, which will be stage 3 next Monday, live at 5. Monday and Thursday, and we'll be doing stage 3. Most likely it's going to be the longer ride of stage 3. If you enjoy my content, please give it a subscribe, give it a like, put some comments in the chat, and share my content with other people. And apart from that, it's time to go, and I will see you all another time.